Hey nerds, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are finally checking out all the pops that I got from NYCC. Okay, so like I said, we're going to be taking a look at all the pops that I got from New York Comic Con. I have not seen any of them outside of the box except for one. Unfortunately, but it's okay for me, thankfully, almost all of my boxes are destroyed. So I was home because I was really sick at the time that New York Comic Con was happening. So I was home with my family, recovering and stuff, and I wanted to get all the pops. So I was able to purchase them all while I was there visiting. My brother helped me out, but I needed to bring them back with me to Michigan, and we flew back to Michigan, my brother and I. So I had a bag that was almost exclusively just for the pops, like a carry-on, but I still wasn't as gentle with it as I thought I was. So like all the boxes are like destroyed. The first thing that I'm gonna show you is this Target exclusive 2-pack of Tuck and Roll. This is the Alien Remix version of Tuck and Roll. So it's the aliens as the two little roly-polies from Bug's Life. Now, I love this. I think this is super dope. Okay, so this is them outside of the box, Tuck and Roll. So like I said, this is the Alien Remix version of them, so that's why their faces are green. In the actual movie, their faces are blue, but I think they look so amazing and so dynamic with like this green tint on them. This was really cool. I mean, it's really random for them to make these two into pops, but I'm okay with it. I think they look so dynamic in these colors, and I actually already took a photo of them. So if you want to check out that photo, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. So follow me on my nerdy Instagram, but also follow me on my new toy pick Instagram so you guys can check out that picture when it comes out. I don't know when I'm going to post it, but I already took it and it looks great. So now we're going to go ahead and check out the pops that I got. First up was probably one of the ones at the top of my list, and it was a movie moment from the movie Up, and that is a young-ish Carl and Ellie. This is probably them in like their 20s, I guess, or 30s. So we have the young ones when they're little kids. We have an old Carl, and now we have this one. And this is such a just iconic scene from that montage where they first move into their house. They're painting their mailbox to say Carl and Ellie, and he has purple paint on his hands and gets a handprint on the mailbox. So cute. This is so amazing. I do think the price point is pretty high for just, you know, this little thing. So the price of 2 pops plus like the little scenery. So I guess it's okay. And it'll look really good in front of their home, like with the balloons and stuff. I just had to have it because Up is such an amazing movie. Like, you're crying within the first 5 minutes. I have the other moments and stuff like that, so this just fit right along with them. I had to get it. And I'm super excited about it. So although that was like one of the top ones that I wanted, now we're gonna go in an order of like least wanting to most wanting. So the one I wanted the least, and I honestly only have one because I was trying to look out for the community, and I picked up 2 of him along with 2 of something else, and I got rid of that one immediately because one of the homies needed it. But that is the comic book guy. Now this dude got destroyed. So if somebody did still need it from me, they do not want this one. It is a mess. So this is comic book guy outside of the box. I'm pretty sure you've seen him on plenty of other channels because I'm so late with making a video for these. And the reason I decided to keep it because I felt like he would look good in a toy pick of like a convention or something like that, or like at a comic book store, or both. Probably gonna do both because he's holding a comic book like in a sleeve. I just felt like it would be perfect without having to do a bunch of extra props and stuff like that to really set the scene. I don't watch The Simpsons. I never watched The Simpsons growing up, and at this point I feel like it's almost too late. Although I might still go back and watch it because they're all available, but I don't know, we'll see. It's just so much. I don't know. Also, sorry, I keep not looking at the camera. I keep looking at the viewfinder down here, looking at myself as I talk, but I know I need to look up here. I apologize. Okay, so the next one that I least wanted, but I did want, kinda, sorta, is Captain Crook from the McDonald's set. So when he came out, I didn't know who he was, so I wasn't gonna get him. But then once I looked it up to see who he was, he's like kind of related to the Filet-O-Fish at McDonald's. Like, I don't really remember, but I love the Filet-O-Fish. Like, if I go to McDonald's, which I hardly ever do at this point, but if I do, usually it's to get a Filet-O-Fish. I don't know why I like them. So, got Captain Crook. Let's go ahead and pop him open. Okay, so this is Captain Crook right here outside of the box. Not too much I can really say about him because I don't really know him or if his details are done well, but he looks cool in a nice little pirate outfit with a little sword right there. Looks like a wooden sword, and then he has the McDonald's emblem on his jacket. Okay, next we got one that I did want, but I don't collect ad icons, but I do like the candy, but I don't really know the mascot, and that is Dum Dums Dumb Man. See, I didn't even know what he was called. I was like the dumb drum guy. Look at that. The box is destroyed. But anyways, let's go ahead and pop him out of the box. All right, so this is the Dum Dums dude. I just think he looks super cool, super dynamic. Like, he's a big bass drum, and maybe not a bass. I don't know my drums. Don't kill me. He's a big drum, and he has Dum Dums in his hand as his drumsticks, which is pretty cool. And it says Dum Dums on his hat, and it says Dum Dums on the back of him. So if I saw him up on my shelf, even though I don't recognize him, like, personally, I would recognize that he's from Dum Dums because he's holding candy and it says it on his hat. Okay, now it's time to get down to the meat and potatoes. So I already showed you, like I said, one of the ones I really wanted, which was the Up ones. Next, that I definitely wanted is from one of my favorite animes, and that is, boom, Mr. Compress. So I just think it's really cool to have another villain. Mr. Compress is not all that exciting or spectacular or like that big of a deal. I mean, but he's a villain, and like, they make so many My Hero Pops, but I'm loving them. Most of them look really great. My hero is no longer in the Nerd Cave. It has moved out to Nerdy Island. Low-key kind of want to move it back in here, but also, no, Nerdy Island for you. But it was really cool to have another villain, so let's go ahead and pop him out so we can see him in all his villainous glory. Okay, so this is Mr. Compress out of his box. He looks really good. He looks just like his character in the anime. I don't know what he looks like in the manga. I don't read manga because I don't. I don't know. But look, he even has his little blue balls. So he has his little blue magical ball things that he uses to take people and compress them. And he just looks super good, super dynamic. I love a good color scheme and good pop of color on my pops. And he really looks like Mr. Compress from the show, like I said. Not too much to say here. The details are awesome. You know, like I said, they got the little details of those. They got his cane, even his little bolo tie and all that stuff, feather in his cap. So he looks really good. I'm glad to have him. Like I said, Mr. Compress isn't like super spectacular to the show or anything, but I'll always take a My Hero villain. Okay, next that we got was like, seemed to be a pretty hot commodity of the convention, but did not warrant a pretty high price tag for like aftermarket sales, which is fine because I wasn't looking to sell mine. I only got one. My store only got like 6, and there was hella people in line waiting to get him, and that is Danny Phantom. Gotta get your mug, cause he's Danny Phantom. Gotta get your mug, cause he's Danny Phantom. So Danny Phantom was exclusive to Target, so I woke up early. Actually, I woke up late. My mom woke me up and was like, aren't you supposed to be at the store right now? And I was like, oh crap! And I got up and I started rushing and like left the house, and I got in line at the perfect time for me to secure one, and there'd still be like 1 or 2 right after me, but there was a ton of people after me once I had lined up outside. So yeah, so I was able to secure Danny Phantom. Let's pop him open and see what he looks like. Also, there was this girl in line who I thought was gonna have to catch these hands for like a brief second, because we were all lined up outside of the Target, right? Everybody knows their spot, who's in front of them, who's behind them, yada yada. The doors open. Everybody's still basically staying in their place as they walk into the store, back to the area, like the electronics or whatever. And then all of a sudden, the girl comes from like 3 people behind me and starts like power walking to get in front of me and the person in front of me and the person that was already in front of me. And I was looking at her, and she looked back, and I think she saw the fire in my eyes as we approached the electronics section, because I'm not about to play that. I've been sitting outside in the cold, waiting. No, ma'am, you tried it. Was it cold? Maybe it wasn't cold. I don't remember, but I was standing outside, so you're not about to skip me. So she looked back, she looked in my eyes, and then all of a sudden, she got from where she was and went back to her spot with her little boyfriend. She knew better because I was not about to play that. I was cranky. I was not feeling well. As soon as I woke up, pain started, so I was not having it. She's lucky that she got back in her spot because... But anyways, this is Danny outside of the box. I think he looks super cool. He has this little glow going on right there on his fist. His eyes are glowing. He is in his phantom state. So he has this little swirl there of him disappearing, and then he's connected to a stand, which is okay. I don't really like stands in the Pops because I feel like it takes away from the look of the Pop, but Danny really needs it. He has his super dynamic hair. He could have been an anime character with that hair. Okay, and then last but not least, we don't have the Pops to show, but I was able to secure the Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy Pops. Yay! That was probably one of my top wants. Between like them and the Up ones, I wasn't sure. And the only reason I really wanted Up so bad is because I'm a Disney collector and like I said, all the other Up stuff. But I definitely really wanted that Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. That was like a must. And I was so scared because it was on Entertainment Earth. I wasn't sure how it was gonna go, but it was actually fairly smooth for me to get it. My brothers and I were all trying at the same time just to make sure that I could get through and get them, and I did. But when I made the order, I thought they were gonna come faster, so they got delivered to my mother's house. So I don't have them here with me, so I cannot see them in person, and I cannot show you them on the video. So I have not seen them still in person and felt them with my own hands, but they look great. They're gonna look amazing with all of my SpongeBob Pops. Like I said, the Nicktoons, man, the 90s Nicktoons. 2000s? Did SpongeBob come in the 90s or 2000s? I don't remember, but quintessential Nickelodeon time. So Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy are awesome. I can't wait to see them and hold them in my hand and sniff them. But I'm just really happy that I was able to secure them. And once I get back to my mom's house, I will get them. So that is all the Pops that I picked up from NYCC. Again, sorry they're so late. You guys understand why, but I still wanted to unbox and show you guys all the stuff that I picked up. And I also still wanted to see it for myself before I throw it up on the shelf, so. But that's gonna do it for me in this video, guys. If you like this video, feel free to hit that thumbs up button down below. And while you're down there, let me know in the comment section, which was your most sought after Pop for NYCC, and did you get it? If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can stay in the know of all the nerdy, and hit that bell notification. And be sure to share this video and my channel with anybody that you think may enjoy. But as always, guys, remember, keep it nerdy.